street, car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're gonna take a look around.
Phelps?
I landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Ah. Calm down.
We can notify next of kin. Addison has life insurance.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably just quiet, muted as shit. Brandon. Nothing.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
No, there's a knife somewhere around here, I know.
Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
Body traveled a good 20 feet. This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell. So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
She's all yours, Detective.
Yeah, I don't want her yet. I want this trash can back here with this bloody knife.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
There's music, so there's still more clues somewhere.
I doubt it.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
See, there's music out here.
Courtney, come in.
This is part of the backstory here
Have a
with
seat.
the newspaper, Mike.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
Basically give you a little rundown just so you kind of know what's going on. The one dude in the red shirt in the newspaper article, because it shows the newspaper and then it says press X to go in and fucking view the scene or whatever. Dude in the red sweater is a psychiatrist. The other dude's a fucking patient. Basically, a lot of the people that are in the fucking to see the psychiatrist are war vets. Okay, and are guys that your character, Phelps, was at war with. And he knows a couple of them, you know what I mean? And so on and so forth.
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. We can reveal the root of the problem. Then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Okay. All clues are gotten. Let me talk to the bartender first.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
If you pick the right thing, it puts a check mark next to it. If you get the wrong thing, like, you know what I mean, it'll put an X.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
See, like, I got both of those right. Let's talk to this bitch out here.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Yeah,
Well,
you pick good
there
cop,
were
bad
two
cop.
voices.
Like,
A
basically,
man and a woman. That's all.
If you pick good cop, you know what I mean? You basically just the normal cop, hey, asking normal questions. If you're the bad cop, you kind of get a little bit more aggressive, like if you think the person might be lying or trying to hide something. If you have proof that they are lying, like you know what I mean? You ask them a question and you know they're lying, you can hit accuse, but then you have to back it up, you know what I mean? Like, you have to say, oh, well, here's the evidence proving that, you know what I mean, that's false.
Go on.
Then a third person. Another man got involved.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful.
Apparently I got that last one wrong.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
Huh?
You certainly got away with the dames,
L.A.
fellas.
Noir.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. Knows. The slightest thing could set those two off.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need
Apparently
you
I
to
got
sign a
that one
statement
wrong,
with
too.
patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
No, this is well, it is a murder, but it
Please tell me what's going
originally
on.
is supposed to be a traffic case, but turns into a
How
murder.
bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton.
Yeah.
738 West Temple Street.
Thanks.
Say what? Yeah,
Looks like we
like
caught
the
a
way your
break on this
character
one.
moves. Locations. Let's go to this one.
You know the way. You can drive.
I was gonna have him drive, but I'm gonna drive.
7825, code 6.
Basically, go up, make a left, make a right, make a left, and then go down. Alright.
So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in the war after their buddies got hurt.
Maybe. Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work.
You don't think...
Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
Continue to respond.
Oh, my foot.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Bitch is lying. She's guilty.
Can you tell me what happened?
Fucking grimy.
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here.
I beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Dude's awesome.
How did the car
He's
come
like,
to
I
hit
almost feel bad for busting in on this little
Path of an
rendezvous.
oncoming car.
I didn't hear what she said.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. Kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
I got
Leaving,
both of
ma'am.
those correct.
Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
gotta go down to the game well again. What the fuck? You gonna let me use it? Phelps.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Messages for me, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks, ma'am.
I'll go to the Shelton residence first. They used to back in the day. They're called game wells. This is actually 1947, not even the 50s. It didn't even hit the 50s yet. Looks like he's in a hurry.
That's the son of a bitch right there.
William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Gonna be a low-speed chase here.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
What are you trying to do here?
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
No wonder he killed someone driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
All right, I give up.
I don't know the... That's it. Cuff him and we're done. Back downtown for the autopsy report. Let's see what the coroner makes of Lester Patterson.
Who'd I hit? I didn't hit nobody.
Put your hands in the air! How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit
Where?
it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
He didn't do it. Like, yes, he hit the guy. But, at the same time, it wasn't his fault. Dude stumbled out in the traffic because the dude was stabbed.
Are you Ambulance also needs assistance. 540 West 9th Street at Uncle Sam's Army Supply. 540 West 9th Street.
I don't remember that, all that. I just remember the basis of it.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
I survived the war for this?
Get this bitch. Let's see which way I gotta go. Go left, right, second left. Cars handle like shit. Like you touch it and it's like a boat. Basically what it feels like you're driving. I just hit that truck. Alright, I'm gonna hit this bowl before I go arrest this bitch. That sounded fucked up, didn't it? I'm gonna hit this bowl before I go arrest this bitch.
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice
jury.
of you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
It's too late, Sabo.
You can't.
Sabo, stop or I will shoot.
Come on, Flatfoot, let's negotiate.
Put the weapon down now.
Help me!
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
I should be getting promoted here soon. Found 8 out of 9 clues. I missed a clue. You automatically get promoted. Like, it's not like you can't get promoted. Like, you get promoted. I don't know. It doesn't tell you which clue you missed.
Bukowski. Beat cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
You think the vice boys get any on the side?
Oh, okay.
I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure
Which
she'd
one,
agree with
that
you.
last one?
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I already found that. I don't know what clue I was missing.
Officer needs help, 103 and B.
No, there's nothing on the roof. There is no ladder.
56 this time.
Yeah, it wasn't that one. It was the very first one. Shit. I was looking down.
Those awful work pants, trying to wear the pants, and I still have more shit on. Give me a minute.
No harm done.
I can probably get ready next week.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get it. Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Fraser from 6 West 2nd Street.
Oh, wait, no.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Game.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit. Get bracelets.
Out of the car now!
Oh, L.A. Noire, yeah, I see that shit.
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with 2 tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
You're under arrest. For what?
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive. You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced.
I like how you flip that paper open with one hand.
I know,
You have
right?
a criminal record?
Dude's
Mr.
badass,
Harrison?
right? Watch him close it. I missed the question now.
I saw it.
I missed the question.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky-backy in the glove compartment.
How much?
Wacky
Cliff?
backy.
One reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble.
It was like bad cop out of good.
He's like, I got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence, and have him arraigned for grand theft auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
Yeah. No, not in the 50s.
What? I think he's telling
47, yes.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever...
It's roughly close to the 50s, but...
ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
The paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Uh-huh. Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume...
It is open world. They have...
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same,
You'll have shit come
but it
over
only
the
works one
dispatch
way.
and shit.
I'm not sure that's communism,
You could do the,
Oh, God, please.
shit
Not
that
another
comes
history
up.
lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes, I feel much better now. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of
Yes,
course.
they do
In which
have
case,
that.
we'll give him
It
a firm
comes over
gentleman's
the
handshake and be on our
dispatch,
way.
though.
See? I knew you were.
You have to accept it. You know what I mean? It's not just randomly, though. Shit. I hit the wrong button, and that's what it did. The brakes locked up.
Holy Jesus.
What is this? Oh, that's where the car was stolen. Okay, okay, never mind. I was going to the steering wheel, but apparently that's not where I needed to go. It's right up here. I need to go to the right here.
I think it's weird how when you're watching someone broadcast and you're in a party with them, whatever they say, you'll hear through your party speech first. And then like a couple seconds later, you'll hear it through the broadcast.
Yep.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft.
Do you recognize that guy?
Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue.
What the fuck does POI stand for? Is this a person of interest, I think?
Yep.
Is that what it is? Oh, sweet, I got it right. Check that paper slip.
Harrison's purchase receipt was legitimate. We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas.
Now,
shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
You need to give us something, Coombs, if you don't want to be implicated in this.
Yap, yap, yap. Son, your problem is that your gums keep flapping, but you do no listening.
I got that one wrong.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. A little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
No.
Kind of harried and harassed. In a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
These pink slips are leading us to something big, Coombs. It's time to stop being cute.
I'm going to assume you're having a bad day, son. I sell cars, not paper.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Dude seems suspicious, don't he?
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please.
You have a pleasant day.
Shoot this guy, please.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in. Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Hand grenade and a barrel of oatmeal.
Might as well while I'm here. Yeah, no, I'm just collecting the cars.
What the hell are you doing?
If you look, vehicle unlocked.
Call it evidence. The guy's an asshole.
You know what I mean?
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
That one I must have got already.
Hey,
no, there is no cop car. Plymouth?
you doing?
Like I said, I was just collecting them. 11K
to KGPL. Request an APB on Gene.
Yeah, I got all of them.
That's the guy from the papers.
Like, I didn't get in all of them, but
Phelps,
a couple
badge,
of them were the same
1247.
car.
How can I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
I'll relay the information.
I need an address on a Marquee Printing Company.
Marquee Printing Company, sure. Just a moment. Aliso Street, near San Pedro.
Any messages?
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thank you.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car salesmen. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
He's got a point.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station. See what this Velasco guy has to say.
I could be a good car salesman. I got a good people personality. Sorry, I hit the bowl. Just catching my breath. Let's go to this Marquee Printing Company. I'm gonna have dude drive though.
You can drive.
No.
Can you drive to this one?
I had to have him get out to get back in. .420. Top left corner.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central
I
Division.
hit the ball.
Who's in charge?
It said 420.
Hi, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract.
Why couldn't you get to it in time? You heard me say 420
10
10 seconds before 420 came up.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery?
There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind.
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
I'm guessing that was it.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right. I'm
Where
not
to?
done here.
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
No, there is no way in. I need that ledger that's here. Maybe I gotta go to the police station first. Fuck this, I'm making him drive.
This guy's got us.
You're behind the wheel.
Well, it depends on how far it is. Yeah, it drives it out. If you're far
Velasco
away,
was
it
prepped and ready
cuts
to.
it.
Another stolen
Or if
car
they're
with
talking.
Thanks.
No, I forgot or didn't hear what room they're in.
3 blondes walk into a bar. You think one of them would have seen it?
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him.
Door knocking all morning, but I gotta make in the car in the end.
Crummy bastard.
James Belasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
The paper is real enough, Belasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery. Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a 2-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Belasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
What's up? No.
You want my partner here to convince you that you do know her?
I'm giving you the straight dope. I don't know no Gene Archer.
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Give me something, Velasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think you'll last?
Okay. I hear you.
Damn.
The cars get sold in Chicago or back east.
No,
Sometimes
did you
I bring
already
back
said
cars
he'd
coming
tell everybody in the cells? He says, look, you don't start giving me answers, I'll take you back in the cells and tell everybody you're a child molester. He said, okay.
Where do you pick up the cars, Velasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
An address, Velasco. You want my help with the DA? Cough it up, now.
A place on Industrial Street. I don't know the number. You're gonna help me out, right?
Keep talking, kid, and we'll see what we can do.
All right, James. We're gonna check if
3
this
out of 4
information
ain't
is
bad.
worth anything.
And if it is, I need your help here, pal.
If it is, then we'll know you're a man of your word, and so will the DA.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightval. Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
Phelps, your GTA suspect, Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
Ah. Yeah, I gotta hurry up, too.
Come on! We don't want to lose her!
Try making it to the next intersection without killing anybody. Can you do that for me?
Oh, Jesus, my...
Yeah, like nobody wanted to move, so I had to move them.
LAPD. We'll take it from here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay? You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? That could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Let me use this point.
Gene, you've blown open the whole operation because you were dumb enough to try to sell one of the cars. What do you think they're going to do to you? Give me something.
I was just doing what they do. They paid me $50 to drive the car. I made $2 grand selling it.
You made $0. And if they catch you, you're dead. Is that all your life's worth?
Look, a girl needs things. I don't see you looking out for me.
Say, 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 Yeah.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James
That's
Belasco?
me.
He's your boyfriend. He's the guy you boost cars with. He gave you up. He thinks you're so dumb you'd steal a free sample.
So I'm no genius. I make the best with what I've got. Why are you so cruel?
You decided to make this hard on yourself, Gene. Let's see how you handle the hard time.
Well. No, don't do that. Now let's go to the Marquee Printing Company.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Friendly girl.
Used to getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not blind or dead inside, are you? Wait. Scrap that second half of the question.
He just hit somebody.
Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah! The man is human after all. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead. But I draw the line at gray. You know, I might have to lift that embargo soon in the interest of maintaining...
What other color hair is there?
Man with high
there's
standards.
red, there's
The
black.
standards are only as high as the last glass of whiskey.
Blonde and brunette. It still would be considered blonde. Like, what is there, white? Gray?
We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightball.
Alright, hold on a second here.
Mr. Lightball, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightball. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, Detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
You sure you don't know either of them?
Never heard of either gentleman.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightball? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
No. It won't.
You certainly encourage repeat business, Lightball. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer.
And he's on Industrial Street.
Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
Which was mentioned earlier. Yeah, there wasn't so many cars. No. You didn't have to be rich. But you definitely couldn't be poor. What a long ass fucking drive. I was trying to squeeze through there, but no. Oh, I'm coming up on it.
Look out!
Look out! I love how they get out and run.
We should call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45, don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
No, Phelps is using a 45.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
Think so, huh? Let's show you.
Throw out the guns.
Pretty brave for a dead man. I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole. I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole. Let me see if I can put one between your eyes.
Weapons on the ground, now!
Where? Go!
Ooh, he knocked my hat off. That motherfucker.
Let's clear the top floor. I'll get drilled in the back on the way out.
Where's the blue dot?
Can I get some cover here, for the love of God?
How long do you think you can hold out? Find some cover!
There we go.
At the door at the end. I heard something.
All right, don't shoot!
Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place. Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source. Betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak. There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas. We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
We know about marquee printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
Don't lie to me. I'm not in the mood for any more lies.
The slips are the real deal, and I ordered them from Marquis.
Looks like I made a mistake. There are at least 4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more. Punks won't make for that much extra paperwork. We'd be doing the legal system a favor.
Okay, tough guy, I get the message. Lightfall, the guy who runs Marquis. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes people.
Lightfall, the guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there. You're right. He has no luck.
That's the best lie you can come up with, Bigelow?
Hey, would I lie to you, detective? I'm not exactly in a good position here now, am I?
I know fucking...
Gordon Lightball owns Marquee Printing, a government print shop. He's losing big at the track.
He has these big government contracts. He's in hock over 20 grand. If the feds find out, contracts will be all over. Lightball plays ball.
All right, Bigelow. The heat is off you. Play your cards right and you'll be able to count your time in Quentin on one hand.
He's going to San Quentin.
I think his name is Phelps. I read about him.
Yeah. It knocked my hat off.
Heaven!
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, they shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tried...
The fuck out.
You're behind the wheel.
There you go.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. You know, guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightball, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightball.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Save it, Lightball. We already have all we need to send you down.
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney.
You're in the hole with the organization. We know about the debts, Lightball.
I agree, I have a small problem. I'm prepared to help you in any way I can, Detective. I'll name names. I need you to keep this out of the paper.
You need to shut up now, Lightball. Gordon Lightball, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
The LAPD Central Traffic Division has today smashed a nationwide auto theft ring, writes crime correspondent, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here it is. Traffic squad detectives confronted a large group of armed thugs. After an exchange of gunfire, more than a dozen dead criminals were removed from the scene. The LAPD sustained no casualties. Damn fine work, Phelps. Now get out there and nail some more bad guys, will you? I want to finish reading this.
There shouldn't be too many more in traffic.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate and 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How was that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
What?
Chevy Skyline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Straight through the red light. Said she never saw it.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Look at you bantering with the boys. Brings a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in this. Stop just ahead.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her stories that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passengers are Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
She's a long way from home. Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of beef.
I don't like. Keep out of this.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it.
Yeah, I'm
Fact
listening.
is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Nice.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Oh.
11K Roger, en route.
Where is? Oh, wow. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been on there. Give me a second, Doug. I gotta go take a leak, and I should probably take my dog out. So I'll be back in like 1-2 minutes.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? What's going on? No, I've been talking to my mom. Me and my mom's been getting stoned together. I am ready though. There's nothing I see. Yeah, we will. Yeah, he's still broadcasting, but yeah, we will. I was thinking about that myself. Alright.
I'm back. So yeah, you guys are going Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I heard that. Alright.
Oh, unbelievable!
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No! I don't
Feeling better
need to
since
be
this morning,
manhandled by a
Jessica?
doctor. I need my lawyer! Hey, where is the telephone? Do you know who I am?
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
You're holding out on me, Jessica.
Please, I want my doctor. I'm not sure I can answer any more questions right now.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
What do you know about Bishop?
He makes movies. I had to do a screen test. That's when you say some lines in front of the camera with the lights turned on you.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
God damn it, tell the truth, Jessica.
I am telling the truth. I don't know where the place is. I barely know this city. I think you should leave now. You're being horrible to me.
You should think about going home, Jessica. You're getting mixed up with people who will treat you like last week's trash.
Are you crazy? I can't go home. I want to be a star.
It's alright.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her. There she goes. Come on.
Ballard is definitely up to something. She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery. Get in there and see what she's up to.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want.
No, hold on. I'm trying to think of a movie that he was in. I can't think of anything. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Fuck. Hold on, give me a second here. I know. Yeah. a second, I'll find out who it is. Are you sure? Hold on. I know the dude's name. His name's Combs in the fucking game. Like, I'm scrolling through now looking for it. Richard Coombs. It was Kurt Fuller. He was the auto dealer. He just owned the auto dealership. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, yeah, he was in Wayne's World. He was in Anger Management. He was in Scary Movie. He was in Ghostbusters 2. No Holds Barred with Hulk Hogan and fucking Debo. Tiny Lister, or Lister Tiny Zeus, or whatever his name is. Zeus Tiny Lister, that's what it is. He was in Van Wilder freshman year. He was in The New Guy. The Bonfire at the Vanities. Mr. Woodcock. That movie's great. He's in quite a bit. Yeah. If you click on it, it should... If you click on it, it should tell you. The Running Man with Arnold. But yeah, that's who it was. Like you can definitely tell.
Well, then make someone else do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls. I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I caught the film.
You what? Oh, okay.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address.
Wow, it's across town.
Wilson's Hotel.
Alright. I'm gonna quit there. I think I'm gonna take a break. Chill out.